Hello, YouTube! Scott here with an instant review of Marvel's What If, Episode 5, simply titled Zombies. Now, as you may have guessed, it deals with a zombie outbreak. Major apocalypse across the world. As far as the technical things go, the voice talent was superb. I mean, they got almost everybody. The part that I can't believe, they got Paul Rudd to play Ant-Man, and yet didn't get Tom Holland to play Spider-Man. I mean, what's that about? And Captain America had like a couple of lines, but it was not Chris Evans. It's unfortunate. The animation style is still kind of, it's okay, I guess. I guess I didn't really notice like any flaws with it as much this time. Like the story structure, the plot, it seemed a little rushed, and also really formulaic. I mean, there are no big surprises. It was straight out a zombie apocalypse story. It just happened that it involved superheroes. I mean, some good moments, some really funny moments. Like Paul Rudd as Ant-Man spent the entire time as a head in a jar cracking jokes, which is great if you're a fan of Futurama. It gave me definite head in a jar vibes from that. Loved it. We had this emotional moment where Scarlet Witch was a zombie, and Vision had been keeping her alive, sort of working on a cure, but also feeding her because he couldn't kill her. And apparently he couldn't cure her because her powers were too strong. Interesting thing about that, the superheroes that became zombies, which was most of them, somehow retained their powers. What else? No, I gotta say, it was kind of predictable. The plot beats, the zombie apocalypse. You watch the virus spread. The Avengers try to help, but eventually they fall, and then you've got a small band of survivors who are slowly joining up and working to find a cure. And the interesting thing about it is there's a potential cure, but they don't get to unleash it, if you will, in the world by the end. It's just you're just left with hope, basically, which is interesting because the beginning of it kind of revolved around Hope, who wanted to see her mother so badly that Hank Pym went into the quantum dimension, or the quantum realm, that's right, to find Janet. But in this universe, she had contracted a zombie virus in the quantum realm somehow, and immediately passed it to him, then to Scott when they got back, although Hope got away, and then of course it spread. But Hope winds up contracting the virus by the end, and does the whole noble sacrifice thing. We watch Bucky cut Captain America in half on a speeding train, and make the very predictable end of the line remark that we heard all the way back in Winter Soldier. Let's see, who else dies? We watch Falcon get cut in half. I think Hawkeye. No, he's okay. We watch Happy Hogan become a zombie and then get zapped by Sharon Carter. Hey, wait a minute. I think she just disappeared at some point. No, she got fed to... Wait, did she? Dude, I don't know. Honestly, I literally just watched this and I can't remember what happened to Sharon Carter, even though she was in it. And I'm pretty sure... Oh my gosh, what am I doing? She got zombified by Captain America, and Hope shrunk down, it went into her mouth, and came up full size and exploded her. How did I forget that, honestly? So by the end, all you have is Spider-Man, Ant-Man wearing Doctor Strange's cape, because Strange has become a zombie, Iron Man's become a zombie. Right at the beginning, it's basically like the beginning of Infinity War when Hulk comes back to warn everybody of Thanos coming. Well, Thanos and Ebony Maw show up, but guess who gets them? Zombie Iron Man, Zombie Doctor Strange, and Zombie Wong. So by the end, you have Zombie Thanos and Zombie Ebony. And the end, like I mentioned that there's hope for finding a cure, but it's not really the best idea because Zombie Thanos is there with his Infinity Gauntlet with 5 of the Infinity Stones in it. Because the Mind Stone is the key to the cure for the virus. And there's this scene where Vision rips off the end of Infinity War and rips the Mind Stone out of his own head and gives it to them to save themselves. which would be a really great moment if he hadn't been feeding people, survivors, to Wanda to keep her not alive, but just to feed her. Honestly, this one was the the most underwhelming for me. Because, I mean, you're talking about a zombie apocalypse, but they didn't do anything, like, fresh or inventive with it. It was just a ragtag group of survivors who happen to have superpowers fighting zombies and looking for a cure. So, all in all, I hope the next episode is much better than this. I don't fault them for going the zombie route because it's an actual, Marvel Comics storyline. But if I didn't know that, I would really have thought somebody was in the writer's room saying, look, we got no more original ideas. What do you guys got? Anybody got anything? Zombies? Sure, let's go with it. But, I mean, that's not what it was. There was an actual Marvel Zombies thing going on, and they went off that. But even so, it was just really paint by numbers, and I was not impressed. Hopefully I'll be more impressed by episode 6. So, till then, I've been Scott, and this has been Opinions No One Cares About. Everyone has opinions. This one was mine.